Do you remember that driver that got attacked from behind by that lady, and she bit him, she scratched him? He did nothing. He just did nothing, right? She strangled him, and he just like froze, just allowed everything to happen.
Like psychologist, because it really was like emotionally traumatizing for me.
That Uber driver says he was scratched, strangled, and bitten by his passenger. And today, he shared details about his horrifying experience exclusively with 8 on Your Side. Christine McClarty joins us live from Pinellas County. You could tell he is still shaken, that driver, Christine.
He really is. He says the whole 10-minute experience will stay with him for life. He says that he was in the driver's seat of the Uber when the passenger sitting right behind him lunged forward and began strangling him. 22-year-old Michael Hassey Jr. says around 5 o'clock Saturday night, he responded to a ride request in front of Cass Social Kitchen in Tampa.
I called the Uber for my mother. Can you please get her home safe?
Hassey Jr. says 55-year-old Michelle Stillwell was asleep most of the ride until a few blocks from her home in unincorporated St. Pete.
Starts screaming some curse words at me, slaps me in my face.
Screaming, "My daughter," while scratching, strangling, and biting him. Deputies believe Stillwell was intoxicated.
It's like reliving a horror movie.
He wants to know why. We went to Stillwell's home for answers. The big question, why the attack happened on Saturday? No answer.
Uber is who I was driving for at the time, has not done a single thing.
Hassey Jr. says he's called Uber and is disappointed that no one has reached out. 8 on Your Side reached out on his behalf. An Uber spokesman responded saying, "What's been described is disturbing. Violence of any kind is not tolerated on the Uber app, and we immediately removed the rider's access as soon as this was reported to us."
My biggest takeaway is I'd stay away from Uber.
A welder by trade, Hassey Jr. says for him, driving Uber isn't worth the extra cash.
So, as was reported by this driver just yesterday, this lady pretty much got off. No jail time, no nothing, right? One of the reasons is they say the driver didn't defend himself or didn't retaliate, right? He said in this other article that he was raised to never hurt a woman or hurt a female. Okay, good. Your parents taught you great manners, but you're in the car, dude. You're being strangled. You're being bitten. You could be suffocated. You could be killed. And you're standing there, you're sitting there, and you're doing nothing. Sorry, this is the part that I am missing, right? It's not like you've got this crazy, insane, strong individual, 6'5" guy choking you out, right? You have an individual that is doing a combination of slapping, then maybe strangling, then biting. You have a lot of time to take action, right? And you have this lady in the car, and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I was taught these good manners not to retaliate. Well, good for you as far as that goes, but it did not help you, right? What did help you at the end of the day is the fact that you had dash cam footage, or, even better, had you had display right, it would have been directly uploaded into the cloud, right? But I don't understand how this woman did not get any penalties, right, or any jail time or anything of that nature. I don't get it. She says she was intoxicated. That still does not excuse the fact that you attacked, that you bit. There should be some consequence for that behavior. Now, I'm not surprised with Uber's silence, right? Don't get involved, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Let's just get out of this. These are the type of people, Uber, Dara, you are putting into vehicles. You don't vet your people. You don't maybe look at their mental background or are unstable if they're murderers or past domestic violence abusers or rapists. You don't check any of that. That trash ends up in our cars. And that shit like, the savage cat woman, right, bites the dude, doesn't fight back, she doesn't get charged. So something's horribly wrong in this whole story. Your thoughts, please. And get yourself a dash cam, please.